Alright, welcome back. We are back in the Minecraft, back on the perimeter. And yeah, let's do the quick between episode catch up. Between episodes, I did build the gravity block duper. It's actually a different one than I usually do. I'll just show it to you real quick once we do something later in the episode. I'll go by there. But yeah, I got a ton of black concrete powder. Like all of this is black concrete powder. For doing the walls. And also, I did upgrade the bamboo farm. I did make the changes. Over here, you can see that I swapped the glass blocks out for solid blocks because I forgot that you cannot transmit redstone signals down transparent blocks, only up transparent blocks. I don't know why, but I mean it's Minecraft. I swapped out the switch for a button, and I removed the observer. So now it's just running off of these, although if it's like the 0.5% chance that none of these grow to the correct height, I can still like run in here and push the button. You know, if like everything else is grown pretty tall. But yeah. In this episode, what we're going to get to is I'm going to do the breeze farm, and I am going to do a shulker farm. I decided not to do the wool farm this episode. I want to get to building the base, and for building the base, I need my bulk storage, and for bulk storage, I need shulkers. So I'm going to set up a shulker farm here in the perimeter. Of course, the one-dimensional shulker farms, I can't put one in here. That would very quickly eat up the entire mob cap, and none of my other farms would start running. So what I need is a two-dimensional shulker farm. I know they're slower, I know they're older, I know the one-dimensional farms get like way more shulkers. They usually last much longer before breaking, but it just will not work here. So we're going to build a two-dimensional shulker farm. And yeah, so let's get to building the breeze farm first, just because it's going to be faster. Go ahead and grab that stuff and then hop on in. Alright, and that's actually about it, just to get a blaze spawner up and running. This is going to be manually done, but that's fine. There's not really a good way to automate breezes. I mean, you can do it with, like, wither roses and, like, a mine track if you have a bunch of them together, but with just one, it's just, I'm going to pop over here, turn that on, look at it, and then come down here and, you know, hit them into there. And we already got our first 6 breeze rods and a trial key out of this, so hey, not too bad. Alright, scaffolding is taken out, and now we can move on to the shulker farm. And that's going to be a bit of a pain, because 2D shulker farms are these portal linking and all that, and Alright, so this is the shulker farm layout. I already built it in my creative world, and yeah, you can see it's right up in here. I can't remember who originally made this one. I think it was ENX04, I think. But yeah, there's going to be the overworld side and then the nether side, so let's go on and get to that. Alright, so phase 1 of the overworld side is done, and now I just got to go to the nether side, and then set up the nether end, and then I can go over to the end and bring a shulker over here. I'm going to wait until I get to that phase before I finish the rail track. So let's go ahead and get over into the into the nether. Okay, so we might have a problem. Yeah, this is a little bit close. So what I'm going to end up having to do, I'll probably have to build it taller than I had originally anticipated, but I did grab some extra scaffolding, so that's not a big deal. And we're also pretty damn close to the portal, so there might be some linking issues. My portals are exact on the numbers, but hopefully there are no portal linking issues, so yeah. Alright, so let's give this here a test and hope that we come out through the correct portal. And we don't. Okay. So, rather than relocating the farm, I'm going to relocate my base portal. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and do that. That's gonna take a little while because I'm gonna have to tear all this down because I won't have a quick portal back up here. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to relocate my portal over on this side over here. Probably, you know, like and I destroyed my bed. Yeah, fortunately, I put this little minecart track here for getting the shulker back, so I'm going to go ahead and ride this and then pick up my stuff. I should have hit the bed. Oh well. I'll be back. Alright, so platform is gone. All that I've left is just a glass block, a lightning rod, and a torch, and that's just for lightning strikes. So, yeah, the lightning rods on the corners, you may be able to see it there out in the distance, and one right there. They don't quite protect the center, so, yeah. I left one up there, and I also put in a little, like, staircase to lead the shulker into the shulker farm, and I haven't lit the portals yet, just in case something happens, because something bad might happen. But let's go over to the nether. Alright, and this is stronghold number 2. This is where I have my sand duper. It just happens to be, like, kind of closer than stronghold number 1. Kind of. Yeah. And this is where I built the sand duper. It's, God, I'll have to throw up, like, a link to the original design, because it's really nice. And over here, this is where I built my lag machine for breaking the portals, because I got tired of using TNT. So, yeah, I decided to go with the lag method, and it was, I think it was a little bit faster. Yeah, I mean, it still took like half an hour to break all of them. Just getting the blocks placed is kind of funky. But, yeah, let's get over here into the end. And, yeah, you can see I've already set up my rails. All I have to do when I move the shulker in through the gateway is to slap down like 2 rails there, and that should let me move the shulker. And yeah, that leads over here to the portal, and right here you can see when this activator rail goes off, it should just dump the shulker right here, because it's going to prioritize blocks on the same level first. So it should just jump from here right to here. And yeah, assuming that information is not outdated. Let's go through here and fetch ourselves a shulker. Okay, I just had to check my elytra durability before we took off. There we go. There's our end city. And I've already got the rails all prepped and ready. I did all this kind of between episodes, get everything ready for the episode. And yeah. One thing to double check when you're doing this method is to make sure you're facing the correct direction. So the entrance portal, the direction to the center was west, so I have this entering west. So it should still keep its momentum going west, so it might actually jump onto the rails. I don't know if I'll need the minecart or the other minecart, but we'll see. There we go. Going a little fast, but it might not have enough oomph to make it through. Yeah, okay. Let me throw down one of these. There we go. Okay. Okay. Come on. Can I get you on there? There we go. Oh. Now, assuming everything is right, I should have an empty minecart and a minecart. Yep, there we go. Okay. And go through correct. I don't see the shulker around, so let's hop on through. And I forgot to break the bed. Damn, okay. Well, let's fly back to spawn. Okay. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. Let me go here and drop that right there. And now we just follow this back. Alright, let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay, come on. Please don't break. Okay, okay. Alright, I think it's in the right position. Let me go grab some scaffolding. I forgot to grab that. Okay. It should be now in the correct place. All I need to do is push that in. Okay. Okay. Break that, break that, break that. So I have to break the lever. Break that. Break that. Break that. Then I need to go up top. Remove that dirt block. Replace that obsidian. Get rid of these. And that. Then I need to light the portals. And then turn it on. Oh, nope, hold on. I need to push that button. Forgot about that step. And that's just to dispense an armor stand. There we go. Okay. Now, light the portals. And assuming everything works correctly, all I need to do after this is flip that lever. And she should run for a few thousand hours before it breaks. Okay. Okay. It sounds right. I'm hearing teleporting sounds, and then I'm hearing more. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not hearing I'm not hearing a teleport and then no more snow golems, and I'm not hearing snow golems getting hit. Alright. We are starting to get shulker shells. I'm going to go ahead and AFK in the AFK spot, make sure all is working well, and I will be back in like an hour. Well, half an hour, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so I'm cutting this in after I had originally recorded this segment because I found out one of my portals was not linked properly. It was linked to the old iron farm, so I had to take that out temporarily to get this thing working, so let's get a count. Okay. Okay, 3.5 stacks. That's pretty good. That is pretty good for about half an hour of AFK. Yeah. Nice. Alright, well, let me get back to the original footage. Okay, and before we sign off, I already need to fix the breeze farm. I will go over here and show you what's going on. This is something I did not anticipate at all when I was just building this breeze farm. Okay, so you can see it's already detecting me. Now, it's still able to attack me through walls. So it shouldn't be doing that, so I need to replace all of this with solid blocks. Because it keeps doing this. It keeps switching off that light, which I might have to replace just for glowstone. If that happens regularly. Even after I fix it. Alright, and let's give this one last little check. And say, okay. She's summoning here. And let's see. Okay. If I stay butted up against it, it's fine. Oh, okay. But if I back up, it can attack. Okay. So I basically have to stay completely butted up right up against this little area here, and oh, and I can get XP out of the bottom. So that is working. Alright. And yeah, I had a stack of breeze rods. Don't think that I'm getting that many. I already had a stack. I just stuffed them in here because it was somewhere to put them from up top. But yeah, I think that will about do it. I'm going to be doing some stuff between episodes, but that's more secrets. So yeah, I will catch you on the next one. Peace.